Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Armoured Warfare on what I'm starting to call Tank Thursday. Except the vehicle we're going to be taking a look at today is technically not a tank at all, but is the premium tier 7 wheeled tank destroyer, the M1134 ATGM. Now this vehicle is something a bit different in Armoured Warfare, insofar as it comes with nothing but anti-tank guided missiles as its main armament, in a 2-shot tow launcher mounted at the rear of the vehicle. Now there are some vehicles in the game that can say this. In fact, there's only one that I can really think of, which is the Swingfire. Some of the other light vehicles, things like the VBL and the Crab at tier 9, have a choice between cannons and rockets. But these two literally have no options whatsoever. So how does this mobile tow launcher perform? Well, with an average damage of 540, firing in a 2-shot salvo, 2 seconds between each of the missiles, it puts out a very good amount of damage in a very short time span, and with a reload speed of 14 seconds, it's not hanging around too long between salvos either. So not only is the burst damage from this thing pretty good, but the sustained is pretty fantastic as well. This is somewhat balanced by a fairly low ammunition count of just 30, however this is going to be buffed up to 50 in update 0.15 in about a week or so, because 30 ATGMs do not last very long whatsoever in PvE. Now with this being a wheeled tank destroyer, you would expect that this will have a good amount of mobility, and you would be spot on with that. With a top speed of 105 km an hour, it's definitely not a slow mover, and with it able to be to hit 32 km an hour in just 3.6 seconds, it doesn't take long to get up to that kind of speed whatsoever. And that's probably because it literally has no armour at all to carry around. Just 42mm at the front and 39 at the sides. It's not even going to stop not only autocannon from things like VBLs a tier before this, but also high explosive shells will often have enough punch through to get through this thing. Not only do a crazy amount of damage, but wreck half the modules and kill half the crew on the vehicle as well. So we've had a quick look at some of the stats of the vehicle. How does this translate into some actual gameplay? Okay, so here we are on Operation Phalanx in our M1134. Now we do have a pretty reasonable team for this. We've got the Type 92, we've got a Stingray light tank, we've got a Type 85 2M, and also we've got an artillery in the Akasaya. Now in this I hope to sort of just talk through what I'm thinking, how I'm playing, and what my sort of thought process is while I'm doing this. So what we're going to do is we're going to head up to that hill initially. We're going to try and use what visual range that we've got to try and spot enemy tanks, and hopefully our MBTs, well, we lose control of the tank a little bit, hopefully our MBTs will go forward, they will sort of spot things, and we will then annihilate them with missiles from range. So we've got a reasonable, in fact no, we don't have a shot at this M1 anymore. We will have a shot at this BMP though, so we'll hit this BMP. BMP's down. We are now spotted though, so this M1 might switch his fire to us. That weasel needs to... there's a Terminator 2 over there that's taken exception to us, so let's back up. Let's use the fact that he can't really see a huge amount of us. That was into his driver's hatch. Hopefully they're going to take out that Terminator 2 for me, so I don't have to worry about it, and I will focus on this M8 Thunderbolt. Unfortunately, this is one of the things that we've got. It's because of where the rocket launcher is, as you can see there, it did actually hit the ground just in front of me. So that is something you need to be aware of when you're using this. I'm going to try and hit this Terminator 2 in the rear. He's got cage armor on the rear, which is designed to take out shape charge explosives like ATGMs. So that was actually a poor choice. However, we can hit this M1. Is that a friendly in the way? Yes, it is. I think I may have almost rocketed him. I don't think I quite managed it, but I did almost do it. So, we're going to try and take out the Terminator. There we go. He was a big threat at the time. M1's dead. Going to try and take out the Thunderbolt if I reload before they do. Rockets on the way. Nope. They took it out before I got my shot away. Now we've actually got two secondary objectives up ahead. We've got one here and we've got one at A0. A0 will have an enemy tank there. And I am going to go for it, but I do need some backup, which is Type 92 might actually be helping. We'll see. I'm going to go and try and push this on my own. This is not something typically you would do in an M1134. There we go. There's a lot of stuff over here. I'm going to pull right back. Try and break line of sight with them. Oh, the M1 hit us. I'm going to try and get shots away at the side of the M1 while we're still spotted, and then pull right back. We took another hit there from the Leo. In fact, this is really bad because we're spotted by these guys as well now. Going to see what we can do from here. Not entirely sure what that rocket wants, so let's hit this other BMP. The thing is, I'm half considering using, if I'm going to pull forward, I'm going to try and get shots at the Leo and the M1 over here. So we hit the M1, wait for the Leo to roll forward, bang, Leo dead. That was probably the most important thing at the time because we had our Type 92. He's one of our very few MBTs on this map, so we really didn't want him to die. I'm not gonna use ammunition to do it. Oh, never mind. The MBT's got it. So now we've taken that secondary objective out of the way. This other one over here is also easily accessible. So we're gonna just try and sit here. We're gonna try and hit from long range. Try and do as much damage as we can. There's a Bradley over there. He will have ERA. Now that is one of the things that, again, there we go. Oh, he's got APS and ERA. Now APS is one of the things that really screws over the M1134. What it does is it effectively takes rockets out of the air. It is an active. That's what it stands for. It's an active protection system designed to do exactly that. It's designed to take rockets out. As is that ERA, which is the explosive reactive armor. Explosive reactive armor, once again, is also designed to defeat shape charge ammo. Which is basically what is the entire M1134. That's all I fire is shape charged ammo. So things like the APS, things like the ERA, is designed specifically to defeat tanks like this. So it is definitely something you need to remember. Unfortunately, we are losing tanks like flies right now, so with a bit of luck, our Type has a bit of common sense, and we'll make sure he keeps his frontal armor towards everything, and I will try and spot for him a little bit. I've only got 5 rockets left, so I'm going to use my repair kit here, or my rearm. It's a sort of combination of the two, really, a repair and a rearm. I need to be really I'm spotted, so I'm going to get into this dip here. There's the Leo 2. Right, I might be able to come up behind this Leo 2, try and save our Type. Type's got it. I need to deal with this guy quickly because he is going to hurt. Luckily, he missed his HE shot. Managed to... Oh, took him out with 2 shots. The RT is going to kill me, probably. Right now. I would love to know where those rockets went. So we've got the VFM here. Hopefully I'm going to reload in time to try and help our Type out. Right, we took that out. I am spotted, but I need to be careful of RT because RT is already annoyed with me. Fire that, pull back. This has got really dodgy now, so hopefully the M1, yep, the M1 is still trundling around. It's going to give me his rear, into the rear, critical hit. The Type is doing a fantastic job. He's keeping his armor towards the enemy. Let's finish off the Abrams. Stingray is now a one-shot because of the artillery. And he's dead. So we've got a BMP that's coming up the other side of our Type. This is bad news for the Type, actually. He doesn't really want to get flanked. He's trying to ping to try and get the secondary objective, but I'm going to die here, probably. This thing doesn't do well in reverse. It's one of the weaker things of this tank, or this vehicle. Trying to respot the Stingray. Stingray's coming around to me. That was I got away with that. I absolutely dodged a bullet there. We need to try and push the cap now, because we are really struggling. There's the Paladin. And he's down. I couldn't let him live. He'd already shot me and almost killed me, so I couldn't let him live. Right, we're going to have to try and push the cap. We're going to have to go for a quick cap here. Artillery is going to cover us with smoke shells, thankfully. That's fantastic. This is going to get very dodgy very quickly. Hopefully our type will come back to the cap. That's exactly what it needs to do right now. Our artillery just absolutely scared the crap out of me. I am so worried, because as soon as our RT smoke dissipates, if he doesn't get it in on time, we are going to be spotted by everything. So this is a pretty tense moment. There we go. There's the smoke. The smoke's dissipated. I'm not spotted by anything, thankfully. We didn't get the secondary objective, but that is fine, because we are still going to win the mission. Wow, look at that that shot all the way along the turret, all the way along my vehicle there. That's fairly impressive. Oh dear. And okay. That was very, very nearly the end. So that is the M1134. Again, it's one of those things that I don't know if you noticed during the actual footage. One of the ways, because I talked about the APS, I talked about things like the ERA, the cage armor. All of that is designed to defeat missiles. So when I initially picked it up, I was worried that it was going to have a really bad effect on the way that this played, that all your rockets would get taken out almost constantly. But it doesn't seem to be the case. What they did to try and combat that, though, is they made the rockets faster. If you compared the speeds of the ATGMs from the M1134 to something like the barrel launch stuff on something like the T80, it is much, much faster. And also with the reloads and stuff, it is just so much quicker to fire. So as you can see, 12,470 damage done in this game. It was a very close game. We very, very nearly lost it. We had a lot of problems with people dying early and not really doing a huge amount. I mean, I was a one-shot, he was a one-shot, he's artillery. Thankfully, his smoke shells probably saved the day. But that is the M1134 ATGM Premium Tier 7 Tank Destroyer. I really like it. I have a lot of fun in this. I've been playing it quite a bit. It's one of those tanks that is, you bring it out when you just want a bit of fun. It's not a serious thing at all. If you go for serious, you go with things like the Stingray 2, which is one of the vehicles I want to review in the future. But the M1134 is just a bit of fun. It's really good fun to play. It's fun to just bomb around the battlefield, fire rockets off. And you come out more often than not with top damage. I mean, as you saw in the battle report, we came out with 93,000 credits at the end of it, which isn't huge, because at the end of the day, that 12,000 damage isn't a huge amount of damage done. If you can really hit a huge amount of damage done in this, you get so much in terms of credits, and that is one of the advantages of it being a premium vehicle. You have to be really bad with it to lose money. You will almost always gain money in this, and it is absolutely fantastic it's a fantastic earner. It's great for getting your free XP up, and it's great for getting you a ton of credits. So, as I say, that is the M1134. Thank you very much all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I shall see you in the next one.